Hello again, and welcome to yet another episode of Magic and Misfits. I, of course, am your DM, Steve.
Steve!
Oh, boo!
Oh, wow.
Excuse me, hater. Uh, oh, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an amazing week. It's been quite eventful.
Yeah.
It has been quite
Amazing.
eventful.
Wow.
A lot has happened in this crazy week.
I
Wonder
died.
whose fault that is.
I will say this. I will say this to all of you out there who celebrate this wonderful holiday. Happy WrestleMania Day to you, all of my friends out there in WWE universe. So yes, tonight is WrestleMania. Also, I want to take this time as a wrestling fan to thank Kurt Angle for his wonderful, illustrious career. I know that that this is D&D, so so it doesn't quite mix, but I do want to say, as a fan of wrestling, I want to thank you of wrestling. I want to thank Kurt Angle for a wonderful, illustrious career. You have had the honor of being a inspiration for many young wrestlers like myself. And pave the way for future wrestlers down the line. So I want to thank you, and enjoy your retirement, good sir. Now, with that out of the way,
Can I retire?
Can I retire?
With that out of the way,
He didn't even answer.
no, because you're young.
Who said I'm young, huh?
I did.
Oh.
With that out of the way, let's see. Announcements. Do we have any announcements for this week?
I don't think so.
Not that I can think of. But you can always catch Magic and Misfits on Sundays at 6 o'clock Eastern time, not standard time because it's daylight savings time. And you can always, hopefully, most of the time, catch Maiden Voyage at 7 o'clock Eastern. So, with that said, let's get to it. For 1 point of DM inspiration, who would like to recap last week's episode?
Let's see. We were in the mines, the Dwarven mines, and we found I forgot what we fought. They were like ghosts or skeletons or some shit like that.
Yeah. They were like
Ghosts,
ghouls,
ghosts, whatever, ghosts. And then we went and we found stuff in the place that they were, and Celeste got to use her little tiny hut to protect. And let's see. Then we went and found a door that needed blood. So Moko stuck his hand in and it took his blood. And then Kane and Gardain were both arguing on who should put their hand in the door. And Celeste was like, I'll do it. And then they're like, no, you're a child. And then she stuck her hand in the door. And it hurt, but it's okay. And then we got inside and there was a big monster. A big slime monster.
Slime elemental.
Slime elemental. And we hit the slime elemental so much and it hit us back and it hurt. And then towards the end we lost our dear Gardain and he died. And then we're like, fuck you, big slime monster. And then we kill it after Kane did a wonderful reveal of her glorious wings.
Ooh.
And then Moko dealt the blowing kill.
The blowing
was,
kill.
Yes. And then we started leaving the cave, and that's where we left off.
Yes, yes, hell yeah. So, take your DM inspiration. Don't forget to use it.
I probably will.
Okay. So, let's begin. You, you walk. You have exited the mine. You're making your way up the trail to the Dwarven caves again. Before you get there, please, all of you, most of you, give me a perception check, please.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm at 1 hit point.
Oh.
Oof. Okay, perception, you said?
Yes.
Ooh, which die? No, not this one.
What did you get, Renee? And Moko?
21.
All right.
19.
Okay.
18!
Hell yeah. So, you all, out of the corner of your eye, you see a glinting light from the distance. It looks like the sun is reflecting off of something. Back in the direction that you guys came from. Like originally, when you first arrived at the mountains.
Do we have any idea what it is?
Maybe not what it is, but maybe where it is, if you want to give me some kind of history check.
Hell yeah. I'm good at history. Watch as I get in that one. Ooh, natural 19 plus
Nice.
6 for 25.
Jesus. Yeah, you know exactly where this this very bright reflection of light is coming from. It's coming from Creighton, actually, around where Creighton is. It looks like way off in the distance. There's something tall enough that light could be reflecting off of it.
Celeste kind of like looks over at everyone, and I assume Kane is still carrying Gardain.
Yeah.
And Moko is kind of following along, I'm guessing.
Yes.
She's gonna be like, we have things to worry about right now, but there's something glowing over there that we might want to think about later.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you finally get back to the cave, and when you walk in, you see Gardain's girlfriend.
Ooh.
Is standing there. She has a huge smile on her face. She's holding a cake that has Dwarven writing on it.
Would I be able to read it?
Yes.
What does it say?
The cake says, "Happy birthday, Daddy. See you soon."
Oh!
Why did she have to add the daddy?
What the?
Why?
The
This
letters.
could've been cute.
The letters are written in blue.
Is she pregnant? Celeste is gonna kind of walk ahead of everyone, and walk over to her, and be kind of like look at her really sadly. I'm really sorry, but Gardane didn't exactly come back with us.
She her face kind of gets serious. She like looks over your shoulder and sees his lifeless body and
I'm sorry.
drops the cake and puts her hands up to her face and begins to sob.
Celeste like awkwardly gives her a hug, pats her back.
She says, that was the thing I wanted to tell him about before you guys left.
Ooh.
That was.
Can I roll an intelligence to see if Celeste would actually know what the cake stood for?
Yeah.
It's a blue cake.
Oh, a natural 19 plus 3 for 22.
Hell
yeah,
yeah,
she's like, I'm so sorry. He would probably be really excited, but do you know of anyone who can help him? Maybe.
I think so. There might be someone here. He was so concerned about where the butterfly could be, but didn't take a second to think what the butterfly could be. It was a thing that we would joke about from time to time. The caterpillar goes into a chrysalis and eventually becomes a beautiful butterfly.
The caterpillar. Sorry. Celeste does not like start laughing and say that.
No.
That's Rebecca laughing and say that. Celeste, like a tear starts to run down her cheek, and she's like, "That's so beautiful." Well, we're gonna bring him back, and it's gonna be okay. I promise, it's gonna be okay.
Who is this person that you know? Kane will kind of say from the back.
He's a dwarf. He's part of our tribe, but he's kind of estranged. He comes down to work, but he doesn't live among us. He lives a bit higher in the mountains. I can bring you to him.
Can he be trusted?
Yes, he's actually my brother.
Oh, all right. Look, we need to go soon. Can we go now?
Yes. Let me gather my things. I'm sorry for the mess. And she looks down and kind of points to the bottom of your clothes and a bit of cake splattered onto your shoe.
Eat it.
She looks down and is like, "That's okay," and casts prestidigitation.
And she hurries off into the rest of the cave. And when she comes back a few moments later, she's carrying a cloak and says, "Are you ready to go?"
Mm-hmm.
Ken will nod.
Okay. Well, follow me. And she hurries out of the cave. And I'm assuming you go with her?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm joking.
Oh.
Of course we do.
Okay. Yep.
We're just gonna leave him dead, are we? I mean, we could, but that'd be mean. John.
So you so you go up the mountain She's just not saying many words, just kind of mumbling to herself, like, um, if you roll a perception.
Who?
Uh, who would be directly behind her?
Probably Celeste, since she's trying to comfort.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 2.
Oh,
Plus,
yeah.
Yeah. So to you, it just kind of sounds. To
she's
you,
just mumbling.
Sounds very much like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. After it doesn't take long. He doesn't live too far up the mountain, but definitely far enough away from the cave that that he can feel secluded, and the rest of the clan doesn't have to deal with him too much. And you find yourself at a door. Just kind of a very, very ordinary, very even run down door, just very gross. It's a wonder. It's a wonder that it locks anything out at all. And she walks up and, hello, are you there? Hello, Norby.
Jesus.
Oh shit! No, sorry. Nope, I picked up the wrong freaking name card.
Lol.
We'll say Roddy. All right, I like that one better. Roddy, are you there?
Roddy.
Roddy, come to the door. It's your sister. From the inside, you hear, "What? Who goes there?"
Love him.
Me.
Who's me? I don't know a me.
Well, you should. We need help. Please open.
Yeah, all right. He walks over and opens the door. And, he kind of just swings it open, very just pa, like against the stone of the wall. You notice that the handle of the door is actually a rope on the other side of the door, and he says, what do you want from me? Oh, hello. You're all very tall. And he's the shortest possible height that a dwarf can be. In the game of D&D. I don't know how tall that is because I don't feel like grabbing my book. But but yeah, he's that. But and he's got like one really, really bulgy eye, and then one like really, really small squinty eye.
Lovely, just what the ladies want.
And and matter of fact, you guys have seen the movie 300?
No.
No.
Sure, John and
Of course I have.
Yeah, okay. So you remember the one that looked like a ghoul?
The deformed Spartan?
Yeah.
Ikadu's or something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he looks a little bit like that, except just not as ugly and deformed. But yeah, he's definitely like weird looking and slightly deformed. And he says, what kind of help can I offer?
Our friend here, Gardane, he didn't make it through the battle, and we need him to come back, and we need help, because none of us know how to do that. And your sister here, told us that you could help.
Oh, she did. Did she? Did she tell you how I can help him?
No, we're desperately in need of help, though.
How are you going to help him?
Well, I know the incantations. I know the rituals to bring a life back from beyond.
Right.
And then he stops.
Katie, my love, I smell another life.
Ooh, yeet.
Can
She says, you're going to be an uncle.
Going to be an uncle. Sorry.
we really need help, sir. Can you please help us?
I can. But
Will
dear Katie, you may not want to be in the room. You know how these rituals work. The creatures of beyond might take a life for a life, if you understand my meaning.
Wait, what?
What kind of ritual do you plan on doing that uses that kind of magic?
Oh, well, to revive a life, it's very dark magic.
It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to, but in most cases it is.
Well, what are you gonna do? Whose life would you take?
Oh, no lives at all.
Oh,
But if Katie stays in this cave while you do your ritual, a life will be taken.
what do you mean by that?
And he just reaches out and pats her stomach. And she winces and kind of puts both hands on her stomach and just backs up a step.
So, if you'll allow my dear sister to leave.
Before she leaves, what is this gonna cost us?
Oh, cost. It may cost you a lot. It may cost you a little. I will tell you this. I used to look normal. I used to look like any other dwarf.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah.
Is he crazy?
I cast ghostly guidance. Psych.
You're so stupid.
13.
13 as a whole?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He seems crazy, but he's convincing.
She kind of looks over at Kane, looks over at Moko. I can't help but have a bad feeling about this, but what should we do, guys? I think we should go through with it.
Was her name Katie?
Mm-hmm.
Katie, you trust him, right?
With my life.
If this doesn't work, I have another plan. So let's just go through with it, okay?
Okay. And Kate leaves the cave, closing the door behind her. And before she goes, she looks at all of you and says, "Thank you. You knew him longer."
Don't worry. Grandma Celeste will take care of this.
You are a fetus.
You knew him longer than I did, but I just can't bear to risk everything, knowing that the little butterfly won't know his fault.
We'll fix this.
Get to somewhere safe. We'll take care of this.
Thank you. And she leaves and closes the door behind her. And,
All right,
like
Mr.
10 locks.
What do we need to do?
Okay. First, we need to make some room.
and he turns around and like it's the first time that you guys actually kind of really notice the cave that he lives in. It's a very, very small cave. The floor is just littered with books and vials and just like spell components. Just everything you can think of that could be on a person's floor is on this man's floor. Clothes, dirty underwear, clean underwear. You know, like this dude just lit. Like it looks like if it falls there, it stays there. And so he rushes over and starts like moving things out of the way.
Come, hurry.
And he like, you know, just is like, hey, you see him like grabbing, like wrapping an arm around stuff and just move, like just not even picking things up, just kind of moving it out of the way.
Come, we need help.
Okay. And Celeste kind of starts putting things away. What?
Yeah. No, she's telling you to go help because she's currently holding the body.
Mm-hmm. She goes and helps and kind of like casts a few prestidigitations to clean up some dust and like it seems like she's pretty used to cleaning.
Okay. Yeah, so doesn't really take, I mean, well, yeah, no, it takes a while. But to make a decent enough space to be able to put down the body, it doesn't take much time at all. By the time there is enough space, he just stops moving things altogether. If Celeste is still cleaning when he like just stops, he
stops, she stops.
Okay, I was gonna say he'll probably like stand there and like watch you for a bit, like cleaning up his hovel of a home. Ow, my shoulder just cracked so hard.
Oh geez.
Yeah, that hurt a little bit.
Get that looked at. That's wow.
So he says,
Here, put the body here.
Okay. And Kane will lay down the body kind of gently and step back.
Yep. And he starts looking around, and I'm sure John and Granny can attest to this. Like when you have what you like to consider a controlled mess, where you like know where everything is, then your mom comes in and cleans up your room. And it's like, yo, where did that paperclip go though? And like,
always fucking touching my stuff.
Yeah, right. So now he's like looking for the components, and he's like, oh shit,
damn, I shouldn't have cleaned so well.
What are you looking for?
And he starts listing off components. He tells you them. Can't think of
all
things.
She's gonna start searching for them.
Okay.
She would know where she put things.
Mm-hmm. And he says,
Oh, wait. Most important thing.
and he like kind of just makes a beeline, like not even caring that there's things in the way, like glass jars and stuff. Like he just makes a beeline for one corner of his cave. Uh, he walks by and things fall and break. Uh, he just keeps going. He doesn't care. Um, and he starts rummaging around in the back part of the cave. Um, while he's like looking, um, he yells out to like behind him.
Sit in a circle around the body. I'll be there soon.
Kane will look at like the back of him as he runs off, like trepidatious, but will sit on the floor.
Moko takes a seat.
Okay. Celeste.
She's gonna follow and take a seat.
Cool. All right. And after you collect all of the components, he comes back holding a diamond, and he puts the diamond on Guardian's chest, takes like other things. I'm just gonna make shit up because I think the component is only a diamond, but
Yeah.
like bat's blood and like just obviously like just gross shit. Right. And he starts setting it. So like since there's four of you, we'll say there's like another four components, each kind of gross. So like bat's blood and like eyeballs and just really gross shit. And sets it between each of you. Right. He finally sits down and he begins to kind of look around at everyone. He says,
Okay. I think we're ready. It's been a while.
Do we need to do anything?
Yes. Okay. Now, this is what you need to do. Everyone must hold hands. Your hand must be directly over the component on your left and right.
Right.
You must close your eyes. Do not open your eyes.
Not even
Promise
just a
me.
tiny bit.
Okay,
Promise me. All of you.
I promise. But if anything is weird happening afterwards, I'm gonna kick your ass.
I promise.
I promise.
No matter what you hear, do not open your eyes.
and he reaches out. Who would be sitting on his left and right?
I'll take his left.
Take his right.
Okay. So he reaches out both hands,
Oh boy.
and he's like looking. He's looking down at the component on both sides of his body.
Yep.
And when he grasps each one of your hands,
Mhm.
he'll like move just slightly, making sure that the connection
Is
of
over
of the hand is directly over the component.
the.
He says,
Okay. Here goes nothing.
and then he begins to chant. Who understands infernal?
Jesus. No.
I'm assuming that's a no from everybody.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, he starts chanting in Infernal. It's very guttural. It's a very guttural sounding language. Through your closed eyelids, you see a light beginning to emanate from the middle of the room. As the light begins to emanate, it seems to be glowing brighter and brighter. Eventually, after several minutes of just repeated, you begin to hear just coming from where you know for a fact the body of Gardain is.
I'm assuming that Celeste would be holding Kane's hand and Moko's hand, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kane and Moko feel Celeste like grip a little tighter.
Mhm.
Kane will give her like a little squeeze of reassurance.
You you all feel you ever have somebody like get really close to your face, like
Yep.
with their hand,
Mm-hmm.
or even just like
Eating from it.
yeah, and you like can feel the heat of how close someone is to you.
Mm.
You all feel that while this is going on, but
Nope.
nothing is touching you.
Yeah, better not.
You just continue to feel every once in a while, just as another growl comes through. It's just one more thing, just right in front of your face. The light grows brighter and brighter. Gardain,
Yes.
you hear your name being called. Gardain. Gardain.
Who's there? Who's there?
Come
Mm-mm.
to my voice.
Mm-mm.
So weak.
Gardain. What do you remember?
I remember being in an ocean, just drifting. I can't breathe. Just thrashing, my body moving. Trying to breathe, but every deep breath I take, I feel as if my lungs burn. And then I just slowly just become weaker and weaker. And I just stop fighting. My body just, every wave, I just feel getting weaker and weaker. Till everything goes extremely black. And then in the distance, I see this huge circle of light. I reach towards it. I see my parents. I see my home. With each memory that flashes by, the circle just slowly shrinks and shrinks. I see the ancient as fuck dragon. I see all the friends I've made, my master. Slowly, the circle of light shrinks. I see Moko and Garen forging with them, laughing. Smaller and smaller. I see Celeste reading books, studying, laughing. The circle gets really small now. I see Kane drinking and arguing with her, having a grand old time. The circle at this point is almost like a tiny dot. And as I look at the corner of my eyes, I see a butterfly flying around me. I reach for it, but it flies off. As it disappears into the circle of light, the light goes out, and everything went black. And nothing.
The light begins to the light begins to flare again. This time on the other side of you. The voice you can tell is coming from the light that just went out.
Garden, come to me.
On the other side, there's another voice. It sounds guttural, a language that you don't understand, but there's something about the feeling coming from the other side that's strong, something you've never felt before.
Like, I desperately try to reach it. As you know, it feels like I'm not moving, but I'm slowly drifting towards it, reaching with all my strength I have.
As you get closer and closer, the sound becomes louder and louder. On the other side of your body,
You can't get away from me. No, no, no.
and then finally, and from the middle of the room, you hear
Celeste like keeps her eyes like super shut, like don't open it, don't open it, don't open it.
Who's
the
there?
the diamond. You hear the diamond explodes in the middle of the room. The components between all of you suddenly burst into flames, but it doesn't hurt. And then Kane and Moko feel the hands of Roddy let go.
It is done. I still got it. Oh. You may open your eyes now.
Kane will like slowly open her eyes and kind of look about the room.
Not letting go of Moko or Kane's hands, Celeste opened her eyes slowly.
Moko will open his eyes and did the dwarf let go of his other hand?
Yeah.
He'll pat Celeste's hand with the other hand.
Okay. He says, suddenly he gets serious again. He starts to sniff the air.
Oh.
What?
It seems It seems you have a small gift there,
Oh,
my dwarven friend.
Who
He-
are you?
He points. He points to your to one of your pouches, and says,
Well, um, seems I'm the godfather, apparently. But check your pouch.
Like Gardaine's in like a fetal position, and he's like
Aw.
shaking. He's cold, and he slowly, like with a shaking hand, reaches into his pouch.
It's a coupon.
What is this?
"Do you
And I,
take it
like,
out?"
yes.
You all see a very small, what looks to be kind of like an hourglass.
Hmm. Does it look like it's ticking down?
Nope.
Okay.
You see
Celeste
Gardain,
is
like he
gonna-
just
Oh, go ahead.
Gardain, like just clutches it to his chest and like back in the fetal position, just shaking.
Celeste is gonna get up, like letting go of Moko and Kane's hands, and walk over and just like give him a big hug. It's
Who's
okay.
there?
It's Celeste.
Celeste?
You know me. You know, I read
D-
books and I play violin.
Do I recognize her?
Yeah.
Celeste. What
I
happened?
don't like freak
What?
out when I tell you this, okay? You died.
What?
You're
Right now.
okay now, though. It's okay. Everything's
But
okay.
when she looks at Gardain, she'll like notice like a patch of his beard is like now white,
hmm
and the two dreadlocks that like are the front, always parched down in front of his head, those are also all white. Just the two in the front,
Hmm. Nothing in the back. Hey.
nothing in the back. Oh,
Hey.
hmm
Gardain.
We're gonna have to edit your picture.
Yep. I was just thinking that.
Photoshop. Hell yeah.
Makeover. Yes,
Sorry.
Celeste. Yes.
How does it feel? You feel okay?
I feel cold.
She's gonna take out her cape, or take off her cape because she'd be wearing it, and drape it around him.
hmm
I thought to take out the cake, and I was like, that's not gonna make him warm.
Cape. Cape.
Okay.
Thank
Also,
you.
a little off topic, but I wrote a song for Gardain.
Aww.
Hell yeah.
Celeste is gonna lean over and be like, Gardain, I wrote a song for you.
You just see Gardain like tilt his head shaking and just smiles. You see his teeth chatting at you.
Just take deep breaths. You're gonna be okay. I'll play it for you later, okay? I promise.
Okay.
Can Kane go over to Roddy?
Yeah.
What do we owe you for this?
Um, I think you. I don't know. Just make sure he keeps my sister happy.
Right.
That's all I ask.
Well, I was gonna offer you 100 gold, but since
Well, if that's the case, I can't,
she just kind of throws the pouch of 100 gold at his face. Fucking.
Just, Pwah!
Yeah, just like,
Deck
oh,
him in
well,
the
you know,
face.
since you can't, it's just like, oh, shut up.
It hits him just square in the nose.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I guess I deserve that.
Careful with that. It's a lot of money.
Oh, yeah. I don't really have much to spend it on anyway. But it'll
Just
it'll
think of
find
it
its.
as paying for the supplies that you use for whatever the fuck you did, right?
When you say that, his eyes go really wide. He jumps up and starts stomping out the fires.
Sus is gonna kind of get up and walk over to him as he's stomping on the fires and I have a question.
Yes.
How are you like a healy person like Gardain is? Or do you do other things?
Mm, I've never been known in any circles as a healer, but I
But you know a lot of things.
mm, I know magic.
Okay.
I
She's gonna take out the statue from her pouch. What's this?
Jesus.
it's a statue.
No, duh! What does it do? Where is it from? Do you know? I've been trying to figure it out.
He picks it up. As soon as he touches it, he kind of winces. He grabs it again.
Oh. Oh no.
No?
Oh. Hmm. This is interesting. I haven't seen anything like this since Tarek.
Tarek?
Ah, yes. The uh, the dwarf that the dwarf that wrote all them books.
Oh! Okay,
Yes, I'm. His name is Tarek Greybeard. You said something about liking to read.
I think I've read some of his books. Or at least one.
Oh, which one?
I totally remember the name.
Are you talking about the one that you have, or the other one with the about the Undermountain?
The one that I have.
Pyramids of Nephith.
It's the Pyramids of Nothing.
Oh, dear.
I think you meant Nepheth. Yes, that's actually where this statue comes from. There are a few of these. It's this statue is of a very very old race of hunters.
Hmm.
hmm
What kind of hunters?
the the creatures that built the pyramids, of course.
Sure.
They were originally viewed by the ancient races as gods, but but then the gods actually showed up.
Oh, jeez.
There's nothing special about it. Does it do anything? It's just kind of there.
No, there's nothing magical about the statue.
Hmm. Okay.
Mhm.
She's gonna take the
Can I
statue
insight
back.
to see if he's lying?
Sure. I mean, he's told the truth so much this far, so far.
Yeah, but he's also a sketchy uncle, so you know.
Yeah.
That's a natural one. Never mind.
Mm.
Entirely believable.
She's gonna take the statue back.
Okay. Yep, and he'll hand it back gracefully. He says,
Well, Gardain, you said your name was? Well, you didn't say it, but your name is Gardain, yes?
Can I say I fell asleep, or I'm still like shivering?
nah, you're awake, man.
Yes.
He says,
Congratulations.
Huh?
He doesn't know yet. So
Maybe.
I mean, he just came back like.
Huh. Well, you're in for a surprise.
Oh, bloody hell.
Huh?
We'll tell you later, okay, Gardain? Just take deep breaths. It's okay.
Hold on.
and he turns around and gets like one of them things that you like crush garlic in and like make a guacamole in. I forget what they're called.
Rodarin has
Yeah, he gets one of those, and he just starts like throwing stuff in it, starts crushing it and like moving it around. He puts a little bit of liquid in it, and he starts moving it around again. And he says, "Here, drink this." I feel like he just got called, but
I take it and I drink it.
oh, cool. And you definitely feel very revitalized. Very revitalized.
I assume it tastes nasty. Like I drink it.
Oh yeah, it's fucking gross.
What is this?
Yeah, and like as you like kind of cough, and like like he just sticks out one really gnarly finger and just like lifts the basin. Just
Keep drinking all of it. All of it. Yes.
mhm. And you gain like some strength back, and you definitely feel better.
Can I like sit up?
Yeah,
Like
that's what I said. You gain the strength
oh,
back.
sorry.
You feel better.
I stop shivering. I'm assuming I'm warm at this point, and
Mhm.
I sit up and I just look around, and I look down in my hands to see this hourglass. Like, what is this?
Um.
Hmm. You heard a voice before you came back, yes?
Yes,
What?
it was calling to me before. Aren't you calling to me? And it said it won't let me go.
And that is proof. That right there is proof that it won't let you go. If you break it, it comes and takes you.
What?
What comes and gets me?
The creature that was calling to you.
What was that creature?
Good question. I don't know. Something big. Something scary.
He looks at Celeste and then looks back at you.
What? Why are you looking at me?
Oh boy.
It seems the two of you are more connected than you think now.
I like
Yeet.
strangely look at
Yeet.
Celeste confused.
She
So
looks at him and is like, "You're a weird fella."
I've been told that's why I live here now.
so if anything happens to this hourglass, it will come from me, that voice.
Mm-hmm.
I just put it back to my chest and like two-handed and like I start shivering again, like the chill, like the voice, like remembering the voice in my head, and it makes me shiver.
Mm-hmm. Don't let it break. Just remember.
Do we have a... We have a bag of holding, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got in, put it in the bag.
I reach over to Celeste, I believe who has it. I know she
Mhm.
has it, and I carefully hand it to her.
She carefully takes it and puts it in the bag.
And he like he watches the exchange, watches as the as the hourglass gets dropped in, and then he kind of looks back at Gardain, says 1, 2. You may want to check your bag again.
Who, me?
No, him. The pouch.
I
Check
reach
your
into my
pouch.
as I stick my hand in my pouch. You just see this like shock look on my face, like no. And I pull it out and I show them the hourglass is back in my hands.
No.
Unfortunately, he must always keep it on him, on his person.
Hmm.
Celeste, might I try something?
Sure.
Can I see the bag of holding?
Mm-hmm. She hands him the bag of holding.
I
He
take it
puts
from
himself in the bag of holding.
her. Damn it.
Perfect.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. I put the hourglass back into the bag of holding and see if it'll happen again.
Whilst carrying the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you drop it into the bag of holding.
And then I reach into my pouch. Like, nope, nope, nope. And then I hand the pouch back to the bag of holding back to Celeste.
She takes it back, puts it around her shoulders. Oh, shoulder.
1, 2, 3.
And as soon as he said 3, I reach in and I pull out the hourglass again. Oh, I see.
Maybe you should keep a hold of the bag of holding and put it inside. As far as I know, it's the safest place it could be, where it won't break.
I look at Celeste. Celeste, I know Garen left it to you. Would you mind? Would that be inconvenience for you?
She thinks about all the gold she has in there.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
You mean the gold that's for all of us? I'm watching you.
She doesn't know about the gold. Shut up. She thinks about all the stuff she has in there. Can't we get another one?
Can I insight check this little girl now? Like,
I would
Hell
think
yeah.
that this
Yeah.
would be more important than
I'm gonna insight
anything
check
else.
her. Like,
I need to get my dice open.
insight check her. Yes. Yes. Give me a second.
And my deception, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Oh, you best believe like she's like, what are you hiding? Guidance on myself, just cause. Aha.
Rude.
Insight +6. Ooh, and a D4.
You get a -4.
Oh my god!
I
That's a
think.
nat 1.
Oh,
Thank God.
never mind.
A nat
Never
1.
mind.
7.
And that
Seven.
whoa, Steve, right? It's a nat 1 plus 6, 7, and then with the guidance, it brings it up to a 10.
Mine's a 7 plus 4. So.
But I
11.
think you get a -4.
Oh yeah, because isn't he like exhausted or something?
Yeah, I'm looking. You get a -4 to all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks. Every time the target finishes a long rest, the penalty is reduced by 1 until it disappears.
Oh, that's the resurrection sickness, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So -1 or -4?
-4.
Okay, so that was a 10, then -4, that's a 6.
Yeah, I got a 11.
I just think to myself, she really likes that bag of holding. I don't want to take away from her. It's her memento Garen.
How about
Would you rather the item break?
well,
Yes or no? It's a very simple question. Hey, you can keep the bag if you want to.
How about we let him borrow it and we go get his own bag of holding? I'll pay
Whatever
for
makes
it.
you sleep at night.
Hell yeah.
I look at her like, okay.
It was a gift from Garen. What am I supposed to say? And she looks like upset.
If anyone's ever seen
I didn't think Gardain was leaving. I mean, he's going to be right by your side. It's not like he's going anywhere.
I know. I still have my stuff in there though, so don't go digging around.
Roddy,
But you can't, so.
Roddy is like kind of standing there, kind of like just rocking back and forth on his toes and heels. Just, I like having guests.
Can we let your sister back in, Katie?
Yes, of course.
Celeste gonna go over to the door. Katie, are you out there?
No
that
answer.
bitch, like, he yeeted out of there.
I think
She freaking.
Do you look outside though?
I do look outside.
She's like down the hill of the trail. Like she's still standing out there, like kind of, just waiting.
Celeste is gonna go, Katie!
Jesus.
And suddenly an avalanche starts. No,
Oh, Jesus. It's not
killed
anymore.
Katie.
She hears her name. She like turns around and comes back up to the cave. Is everything okay?
Come inside.
Oh, okay. And she like kind of takes a deep breath and basically preparing herself for the worst, and walks into the cave.
She follows him behind.
She sees Gardain and just like immediately starts bawling, crying, and like runs over to Gardain, throws her arms around him, and I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so sorry.
I just like give her a big hug and just bury my head into her shoulders.
Mm-hmm. And then as quickly as she like began crying is as quickly as it stops, and she just starts punching you in the chest.
Ooh, yeah. That isn't good.
Careful.
And she's like, why would you leave me like that?
I didn't mean to. I tried my hardest. I guess it wasn't good enough. I'm so
Damn.
sorry.
Celeste is gonna lean over to Kane and be like, I think she's a narcissist.
Wait, what?
Well, she said, how could you leave me? Not about him dying, so.
I think she's just kind of in her own emotions at the moment, Celeste.
She shrugs.
Womp womp.
And
Still want
she
to see that butterfly.
she says, right as you say that, she says, I have something to tell you, Godane.
Yes.
It's
I look her deep in the eyes.
it's about the butterfly.
Does that like spark a thing in my head?
Yeah, you immediately think you immediately remember before you left the butterfly.
I just gasp again. I get to
Mhm.
see the butterfly. Not here though. No. Show me the butterfly.
Oh, you silly fool. Godane, do you remember those late nights when we would be laying in bed?
I like. So let's cover your ears, please.
You foolish man. What?
Yes, I do, my dear, and I hold her hands.
Do you remember the joke that you made about caterpillars?
Ah, yes, very well, I do.
Do you remember what happens when a caterpillar is inside of a chrysalis?
Yes, a beautiful butterfly emerges in the spring.
And she just stops talking. You see like tears welling up in her eyes, and lets go of one of your hands and like touches her stomach.
Um, Dude, okay, so I see her crying and I touch her stomach, and do I get the reference?
Roll me a friggin' wisdom check. No,
Uh,
intelligence.
and
One of them.
that's a -4 too, because of the resurrection, right?
Oh yeah, Jesus.
Uh-huh. This is gonna be fun. Oh, you bastard. That's gonna be a net 20. I rolled over to 8. 8 -4, which is a 4.
Wait, you rolled a nat 20?
No, it was gonna be a net 20, and then it rolled over to an 8 at the last second.
And it's a 4.
It's a 4.
Yeah, you have no idea.
I'm just like rubbing her belly, like, is the
Nat
butterfly on your belly? Like, all
Oh.
goofy, smiling.
Oh, you silly fool. Um,
Bloody hell, Godane, she's fucking pregnant.
You're the
I look at
daddy!
I just look at them like, oh, that's nice. It's like, doop, doop, doop. What?
Oh yeah, that's nice. Wait.
And I just started rubbing her belly, and I was like, "You're pregnant! Oh my god!" And I just like tackle her
Oh my
as
god.
strong as I can. Not tackle her, but like just like
Hug her.
lunge into her. Yeah, a lunge hug.
Don't kill the baby now.
I just start crying.
Oh god. I'm gonna I'll give you guys a moment, and Kane will just kind of go outside.
I grab Kane's hand before she like leaves.
Yeah, well,
Thank you.
you're a good person, Garde. And she'll just continue going outside.
she she kind of as you look at Gardain and right before you kind of walk out, she catches your eye and doesn't say it out loud, just more like one of those like uh, just mouthing the words "thank you" to you.
Kane will kind of like nod.
And then she turns around to her brother and says, "Thank you to you as well, you old coot. The family would do well to welcome you back eventually."
Give him time.
But I there is something else. I stopped you all from going in to the uh, cave on purpose. Obviously, I didn't think that Gardain would have fallen in battle, but the reason I was there instead of at your sleeping quarters was the oh no, we lost Gardain. Is because the the dwarves of Craden, one of the 5 families, the Broombecks, well, they're here in the mountains. They come with news from Craden. It's
Is it about the light?
Light.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what light you speak of.
Oh, never mind.
But something terrible has happened to the town. It's been overrun by creatures. The creatures. It's strange. They've caused so much good to the town, but so much bad as well. The chief is here with his wife and children. His second in command and the captain of his guard are here as well. He says that the guards were also overtaken. He's come to the king asking for help. They claim that it was the entire town. They only got out safely because their clan lives outside of the town, the town proper, if you will. But the people don't seem hurt, but they're very different.
Different how?
Mm. They. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. They they've their town, according to the Broombecks, um, is is booming apparently, but the people aren't acting as themselves. They don't even seem, I guess, for lack of a better word, human anymore. I
I'm
mean,
not human.
well, I was going to correct myself and say none of us are human, but we can use the word humane, I guess, would probably be a better description of
Mm-hmm.
of how they seem to be acting. Um, they a town that has only cared about uh, robbing and killing each other. Now uh, their town has become more like a city in such a short amount of time, and that shouldn't be a bad thing, but they've lost the things that have made them them. The Broombecks would probably be the last family of the five to care. I mean, they're the most powerful family in the town now. But if it's something like this, then it must be terrible. I I just I hope those people are okay.
Well, we can go check it out. After some rest, though.
Of
'Cause
course.
we need Gardain to be better and all that.
Yes. Yes. Um. Well, I. Yes, I agree. We should get you all back to your living quarters. I, I know your friend has kind of gotten a bit stir crazy in the caves, but I think I think another few days in the caves would do Gardain some good.
I'm sure she'll kind of realize that and be okay with it.
Yes. Mm. So let us go back to the caves, and leave my dear brother here to uh, clean, however it is that he cleans. He says,
You know I don't clean.
and she just kind of just shakes her head and just keeps walking. And so, do you guys follow her?
I do.
Gardine's like holding her hands, walking. I like, where's Moko? Moko, you're awfully quiet. Is everything okay, my friend?
I'm just exhausted.
I go over and like I give him like a
Sweet little
warrior's
kiss.
hand. I give him a warrior's handshake.
No kiss.
I extend my hand as well.
Damn it.
I go over to Celeste and thank you, Celeste. Thank you so much. I just give her a hug and I give her a kiss on the forehead.
She smiles.
You're going to
It
be,
wasn't just me.
I know, but then I tell her you're going to be the big sister to an even tinier bean sprout.
But I'm the bean sprout. I will fight other bean sprout.
Oh my god.
I just squeeze her as she says that, like, I know you will.
Oh my god, don't encourage her.
Encourage the bean sprout.
She just said that she was gonna beat up your baby.
And you're just like, I know you will.
I know you
Like
will.
the baby comes out of the womb, like starts crying, and Celeste is just there, like, roll for initiative, bitch.
I'm the baby of the group.
Pokemon music starts playing in the background.
Do.
But yeah, so you guys go back to the cave. As you enter and walk by the throne room, you hear the king is talking very loudly with another dwarf. What do you do?
Cry.
Kane will kind of listen in to what they're trying to discuss. Is it in Dwarvish though?
Yeah.
Then can she read kind of from their body language, whether the conversation is going well, whether it's heated?
You can tell by the tone that it's really heated.
Okay.
Gardenia, like, while still holding his baby mama's hand. Yeah. Like he would like slow her down and like just try to listen in.
Mm-hmm.
What do we hear?
You expect me and my clan to go out there and risk our lives for a bunch of dwarves that have never done anything for our clan. What do you think this is? Aye, but there is an entire clan, there's an entire town that is suffering because no one is there to help them. Then why don't you do it? Your entire clan is out there suffering, and you're here searching for help. What do you expect me to do? It's going to take us extra time to get back. And it's pretty much just going back and forth like that.
Well, I know Kane not being able to like understand what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like look at Kane. I just like, in a soft, loud enough voice for her to hear, but not for the two arguing. Like, They're arguing about a village of dwarves that need help.
No, the Kraden.
Hmm?
I accidentally said doors, but
Oh.
it's Kraden.
The Cradens, they're arguing about this people. They're arguing about helping people down the mountain.
Right. Well,
That sounds like not our business type of thing. Wouldn't you agree, Kane? I give her a wink.
no, it really does sound like something that's not really our business.
Amen.
I completely agree. And she doesn't wink. She's looking at you entirely serious.
It was it was also your girlfriend that was just telling everybody about this same exact situation.
Ah, but just Kane knows what they're arguing about. Yeah.
I mean, if you guys want to have a hand in it, I understand if it's because of what's the name of the people that we met back there again? The couple and the kid.
Is this out of character or in character?
In character.
Oh.
No one remembers the name of the couple and the kid? Then we probably shouldn't be sticking our hands in that situation then.
If anybody remembers, it should be Rebecca.
Rebecca has a very bad memory.
Out of game. I mean, it's
Unless we
Oriana,
totally remember.
Atreus,
And
and
his name?
Nathan.
Nathan.
Thank you.
If you want to go there to help those folks, because I'm assuming someone said it, then that's fine. I don't. That's fine. But just it's meddling in other things that you might not know the repercussions of. That's all I'll say.
I just want to go lay down. I'm tired.
Let's sleep on it.
Kane will follow Katie.
Yep.
She'll just follow Katie. There we go. Back to the quarters.
Yep. Yeah, and she leads Gardain like with her to the quarters. Like brings him into their little space and then comes out after like tucking him in and shit. And like kisses him on the forehead and everything, and comes back out to you, Kane. Says, it's a double-edged sword because yes, it is probably a good thing that those people are thriving now. They were suffering for such a long time. I remember being a young girl, traveling with my family, going to and from the town of Ilfrey. You know, buying vegetables and fruits and such. And we would either go through the town very quickly or simply avoid it altogether. But I remember the times going through there, seeing how those people live, feeling sorry for them. And, you know, to hear that now they're thriving and they've made their small town into a city. That should be a good thing. But to think that it all happened because they no longer have their wits about them, one has to wonder if a life that's free to make your own choices is better than a life of servitude to something else, to some creature. I don't know about you, but I'd rather live in poverty than servitude to something that I can't even control on my own.
I understand that.
It's something to think about.
And I will. I just don't want you to get disappointed with the results.
I understand. Good night, Kane.
Good night, Kay.
She goes into the living quarters and like pulls the curtain, because it's only like a curtain that covers their little hole in the cave.
Oh dear, that means we could have heard them.
No. She understands. She understands the need for privacy and people not wanting to hear them.
Good. So she has like a little object which she clicks and it activates the silence spell, and then they just go at it and no one is none the wiser.
I like that better than what I was thinking.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's like one of those telecells gadgets. It's like, how complete and total silence whilst having sex.
I was
Never
just
get
gonna
caught
say
by your parents again. What?
I was just gonna say that she like bites onto the friggin' onto like the sheets or something.
Okay.
Like that one,
I mean,
but,
she could do that too if she's like strong woman.
but
Hell yeah.
I forget that this is a world where the silence bell exists.
Guardian cast.
It has
Pass
many
without a
uses.
trace.
Jesus. Wow.
That's how we roll.
Wow.
But anyway, so
Kane will hit up the bar
Mhm.
and just drink there.
Yeah.
Whilst everyone goes to sleep.
Mhm.
And then, like, after a few hours, she'll, like, drunkily get herself into bed.
Mhm. And yep, you do that. You I'll say that you even are able to get like your 8 hours rest because you just pass the fuck out and you're just gone to the world when everybody else is waking up and you're just like just gone.
I regret all my decisions from the night before.
Do you really, though, Kane?
What?
Do you really?
Nah.
Didn't think so.
Yep.
Long
And
rest.
you guys all wake up the next morning. God, what was his name? Where is my thing again? Dolman comes to the sleeping quarters and says, "Ah, you're back.
Mm-hmm.
I I didn't think you'd you'd come back to our happy little hole here.
Well, we need a rest, so.
Yes, of course, of course. Uh, well, I know someone who'd be happy to see you.
Globulus?
Of course. And
She's
who
gonna get up
else?
and head over to the library.
Yeah, and the you run over to the library. Globulus is of course still in his usual spot. Actually, no. We'll say that he's a little bit closer to the what the hell is it called? Bookshelf. And like you see the skull is kind of moving around. Like you've seen him do this before. Like he's just making sure that all the books are set in the right place.
She's gonna. Oh, go ahead. I thought you were done.
The no what the hell was her name? Who was the girl that was working there?
At the library?
Yeah,
I don't remember there being a girl at the library.
your teacher. Wasn't it
That was the
Dolman?
girl?
Or was it Dolman? I don't remember.
I think Dolman was.
Anyway, yeah, Dolman. Yeah, he comes back in and like one of the the skull stops moving on one of the books, and Dolman walks over, brings it out and like looks at it and kind of puts it back to another shelf, and then the skull like turns around to look at Dolman, and then sees you behind him, and the skull starts to like spin again inside of Globulus, and then when he finally stops, the coins come up and like go into a smile again.
Hi, Globulus.
And you notice that there's a few more like gems and coins inside of Globulus, and it like you see the coins and gems start to mix around, and then the skull moves back. The coins and gems come up and form the letters HI.
Oh. Put him in the bag of holding right now.
I don't have a bag of holding.
Huh?
I don't have a bag of holding.
Ooh.
Yeah, remember Gardine is borrowing
Ooh.
it.
Hee.
Mm.
Gardane will put him in the bag of holding. It is fine.
Yeah, and he like the you see like two of the gems go through the skull and like up to the eye sockets, and then like the coins and stuff like make a mouth, and it starts like kind of like chomping. Like it looks like a mouth in front of the skull, and it starts like kind of looking like it's trying to talk, like just moving up and down. So now it looks like a face.
No. He's so cute. He tried his best.
Hmm. I don't know. Celesta's just happy to see Globulus.
Yeah. Moko, what are you doing?
Probably watching people fight in the pits.
Yes. Going back to the old stomping grounds. Yep, and there is actually a dwarf. Like you've for the most part seen a lot of the fighters in the pit. Most of them know you. You know, I mean, 3 months there, they would all pretty much know you. But there's one dwarf in there that you've never seen before. Uh, he's kind of a more burly dwarf than what you've seen. Um, and while you're standing there, he turns his head to you right as the other dwarf is charging towards him. And before the other dwarf, who you recognize as one of kind of like a friend that you've made in the fighting pits, well, an acquaintance that you've made um, in the fighting pits. Uh, he runs towards him, and and this one just like turns around, hearing the footsteps heading like running towards him. He just punches him in the face, knocks him out cold. And then turns around back to you, lifts both his arms up, and smiles.
Moko will give a little snarl.
Mhm. And he just smirks a little bit wider, like brings down his face just slightly, um, like a like a villain smile in like any movie ever, right? uh, he just like looks at you like from like a downward, uh, like face pointing down, eyes looking up type of thing, and smirking. And then like he turns his back on you and like continues raising his arms. There's a few other dwarves that are kind of cheering him on. You know that this clan, all pretty much for the most part, have like lighter colored hair. This dwarf and the other dwarves that are cheering for him have darker hair. So like if like these guys, let's say, were maybe redheads or blondes, the other dwarves have darker brown to black hair.
Is he in the same clan as the guy that was arguing with the king?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything special about this clan?
No,
No.
not that you know of, anyway.
They're part of the Uchiha clan.
They're part of the Broombeck clan.
There's someone in their clan called Sasuke who wants to kill his brother.
A little pop-up bubble appears under Moko. Moko will remember that.
Press X to doubt.
Yeah. That. What do you want to do?
Who?
Moko, what do you want to do?
Yeah, Moko is he's gonna get up from his seat, get a little closer to the fighting pits. Is there seats, or are we all standing?
Yeah, I mean, there's like seats kind of like on one side. We'll say like on the left side of the fighting pits, and the 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 Broombeck dwarves are sitting like closer to where the bar is.
Moko will he'll go a little closer to the bar.
Okay.
Won't interact with them, but he'll get closer.
All right. Cool. Cool. And this one comes back to like the middle of the ring and says, "Is there no one else that will fight a a real dwarf?" And like you can tell, even without any type of insight roll, that the other dwarves are slightly offended.
Um, Moko will look around, see if anyone wants to step up to his challenge.
No one seems to be.
No one.
Mm-mm. One of the
Moko.
other dwarves that again you recognize from fighting pits. Like he goes to step forward, but another dwarf like reaches out, just kind of shakes his head at him. He like stops.
Is the dude from that was arguing with the king there?
No.
No. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Uh, Moko will give a little sigh and march, walk towards the fighting pit.
Okay.
Mm.
And this one, oh, I see you have a challenger. Uh, what's your name, lizard man?
You may call me Moko.
Huh. All right. I I like your name. I am Aramor. Aramor Aliak, second in command of the Broombeck clan. And the Broombeck doors, they start to cheer. Who do you represent, Moko?
Moko will give him a stern look and just say, "I represent myself."
Aye, good. Because if you've represented these lot, I'd feel bad for you. More shuffles coming from behind you and around you. From your um, pit friends.
I've been kicking dwarf ass for for I don't know how many years. You can't scare me.
Oi, is that true, eh?
Oh, it's true. He'll give a little chuckle.
I half expected you to say it's damn true. Uh, he says, all right, then let's let's test your might, then, if you will, and how's about we make it interesting? Maybe first blood, no weapons, no magic, just fisticuffs.
God damn it. Moko will he will throw down his he will put his sword, keep his sword in the sheath, and take it off.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Probably drop it somewhere on the floor.
One of
Uh,
one of like the pit guys, like the guy that you usually train with, he runs over and like kind of just holds out his arms to receive your stuff. And says, "Hey, just kick his ass, all right?"
Are shields allowed?
What do you think this is? Are you scared to get punched in the face?
He'll give up his shield. And then he will enter.
You're gonna take off your your armor.
Nah, man. That wasn't part of the deal.
He stands there and like pounds his chest. What's wrong? Are you scared?
Moko takes off his he takes off his chainmail.
All right. And once again, he like kind of pounds his chest. All right. Let's make this interesting. If I win, your nice shield and armor come with me. If you win, myself and my friends give you 1,000 gold each.
What did you say?
If you win, him and the three other Broombeck dwarves that are there give you 1,000 gold each, so 4,000 gold. If he wins, you give him your shield and armor.
Okay.
Do we have a deal?
Moko
Oh,
extends his hand.
did we get a long rest yet?
Yeah, you guys
Okay.
just woke up from a long rest.
What are the stipulations?
No magic, no weapons, just fists.
Okay. He's gonna kick my ass. This is a monk, isn't it?
So would rumors of this fight be spreading throughout the caves?
Yeah.
Okay, then once Celeste knows, she's gonna head over to the caves.
Okay. And like Gardane and Katie would be like laying in bed and you hear some dwarves running by. I think the Dragonborn and Aliak are gonna fight. I mean yeah, and Aramor are gonna fight. And they like keep running by. Kane, where are you? Are you over there? Are you like at the bar? Just waking up?
At the bar again.
Okay, so you already there. You know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Guardian.
Like we hear them, like as we're like, are we in a deep sleep or we're light enough sleep where we hear
No,
all the
you're
commotion?
just kind of laying there, like you guys have been up for a while.
Just cuddling.
Yeah, maybe like I don't know, maybe like you got your face to her stomach and like whispering.
Yes. My little caterpillar.
Mhm.
Then I hear Moko fights. I was like, oh, I just came back to life. Katie, tell me I don't have to go. Please, just tell me. I just want to hear someone say it. I don't have to leave right now.
I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to.
I look at her and smile. I kiss her hand, kiss the stomach. I'm not going anywhere too far this time. I'll be back. I must make sure my friend is okay.
Mm.
And I give her a kiss on the lips, the
Mhm.
little tap kiss, and I just get dressed quickly and try to rush over.
Okay. Um. So you get there and it's about to begin. Roll initiative, Moko.
15 plus
You already
1,
failed.
16.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
And he he um he smiles at you and says, "I hope you're ready." And he charges you. As he's running towards you, he smacks himself in the face. You see like a spark in his eye, and he will attack. Without armor, it I believe is 10 plus dex, right? Is
For what?
is AC?
Me or him?
No, I'm saying you. Eight. I'm
Oh,
saying in general.
I I
AC
don't know.
without armor is 10 plus dex, I think. Now would be a good time for Dylan to hit me up and say yes.
That is correct.
All right. Um. Cool. So that is going to be 17 to hit.
Hits.
All right. So yes, hell yeah. um, 1 plus strength is all right. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage straight to the dome piece.
Hmm. Give me 1 second. Okay. Is it my turn?
Hold on. Uh, all right. Nope. He's going to hit again. It's a natural 18, so that hits. Take another 5 points of bludgeoning damage to your face.
To your face.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay, I'm
That's my
gonna
turn.
attack him with my fistices. Does
Oh,
a 21 hit?
Oh, yeah, it does.
Okay, and that's gonna be divine smite at second level. Cause that's not magic, my friend. He's gonna feel that fist of God hit him.
Moko!
Your arm's too short to box with God, my friend. So that's 4. So 5. 8. That's
What's
13.
not magic? I'm so
Divine
confused.
smite.
13.
Ah,
18. 22 points of damage.
He is
Good God.
smoted!
And then I attack again with my second attack.
He is smoted!
16 plus 6 does a 22 hit, yes.
Yeah.
I'll do this one at, fuck it, second level. 3, 5, 8, 7, 15, 15 plus 4, 19 points of damage.
Okay. How much of that was bludgeoning, though?
8.
Okay. All right. So 4, and the rest of it was
Radiant.
wait all together.
No, he takes 15 and 20. What was the first one? 20. 22, I think I said.
Mhm.
So,
So how much of that was
18 radiant plus 11. No, wait. Yeah, 11 radiant. Wait, 15 radiant.
Okay, and the bludgeoning, just half the bludgeoning altogether.
So he takes 4 total bludgeoning.
Okay.
And 15 plus 18 of radiant.
Jesus. Okay. Oh my God. mm.
And if anyone's wondering, yes, a unarmored strike is considered a melee weapon attack.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm getting 2 different rulings on that.
Okay, there is the errata that came out in 2016 states that, let me look it up. For example, an unarmed strike counts as a melee weapon attack even though the attacker's body isn't considered a weapon.
No, I know. But I'm saying because Divine Smite technically counts as magic.
Does it?
Yeah. But it's also...
It's just not arcane magic.
Yeah. Yeah, and because of the fact that it uses spell slot. But that's cool. So you punch him with the might of God. He has never in his life felt a punch this hard from anyone that he's fought. As the sky, like, I mean, you guys are indoors, but like it almost looks like the skies open up as you connect with his face. And like you see just this divine energy just like connect with your fist as you're connecting with his face, and like this bright light just emanates off of him. He like goes down to the ground, slides across the friggin' floor, and hits like the corner of the fighting pit.
Oh, jeez.
He stands back up and says, "He's cheating! He's cheating!" And I probably used the wrong voice just now, but whatever. And he says, "The deal's off. No more. No more. I'm not fighting a cheater." And like he like gets out of the fighting pit and grabs like a towel. One of the other Brubeck soldiers comes over and like hands him a towel, giving you a dirty look as he walks away. As they walk away, like back towards where they're sitting at by the bar. And, like everyone around you is kind of like like nodding their heads, like, yeah, that's what you get. But like the Broombeck soldiers are definitely sitting there like, oh, an asshole. That's it.
Moko puts on his stuff and goes to his room.
All right. Yeah. So, mm, Gardane,
Yes.
you you hear once again coming from the like as you got up there to the fighting pit, like you saw um this abrupt end to the fight, uh and out the corner of your eye, what was your passive again?
It is a 13.
Okay. Guess. eh, well, you passively hear um arguing coming from the throne room again.
I like lean.
Well, no,
Like,
it's not leaning. You would have to actually like kind of walk that way. I can bring up the map again if you want.
nah, that's fine. I contemplate going to hit this argument. I was like, why not? Let me be a Snoopy Snoop.
Mhm.
Just like slowly walk over to
Mhm.
like where the entrance would be, but just like lean against the wall, like Kane style.
Mhm. Are you trying
And
to
just
sneak?
nah.
Okay.
I just like walk over just to like lean there to act all cool.
Mhm. Yeah.
And
So
but I'm
you.
really listening. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you get there and you hear the king uh saying like I've I've told you before, uh Torum. I I can't bring uh my clan to Kraden. They we don't know what these creatures are. We don't know what to expect from them. All we know is the entire populace has been overtaken. We know nothing about these about these beings. And and Thorum says, "Listen, I don't. Uh, I listen. If anyone is happy about this, it should be me. Uh, you and I have never seen eye to eye. But these are these are people. I, listen, I don't want any of the other five families to gain their power back either. But the people in the town, what are they supposed uh, to stay uh in this way just like them? So they're going to pay for the uh for the crimes of others. I understand where you're coming from, Thora. Believe me, I do. But that's not my problem. Listen, these people are are they've been through so much already. You already know that these people were kicked out of their homes, sent to this slum, all because they had the misfortune of being born to poverty. They were kicked out of their city and sent to this town just so that they can keep their city looking nice. Listen, my liege. You weren't so different one time. Don't forget. We come from the same clan. You were there too once. You lived in Creighton once. Until you found out about this empty cave of yours. So what? You think you're better than them? Don't forget where you come from, my king. Don't forget that you were one of those people too at one time. The only difference between me and you is I didn't run. I stayed. Because I wanted to make a family that would be better for the town. I wanted to do something. I get it. But let's also remember the reason why you're not like them. It's because your clan is on the outskirts of the town. That's why you're safe. That's why you're able to come here and talk to me. It's not because you fought them off. It's because you were out of the way. That might be true. Yes, that might be true, but at least I'm trying to do something about it. You've changed. We were friends once. Almost brothers. But if you don't want to help the people out there, then do me a favor, me and my family. Don't come looking for us when you need the help too. We already know that you live, what, only 3 hours, 4 hours away from a white dragon?
Oh, I heard that white dragon part.
Mm-hmm.
I start getting chills. Like,
Let's not forget. Let's not forget. Feeding season is starting soon. Listen, you don't want to help us? That's fine. On the morrow, me and McClan are leaving. Don't come looking for us. When your clan is being overrun by a angry and hungry white dragon. Because remember, you thought you were better than people that you were once. And Gardain, you hear footsteps walking hurriedly towards where you're standing.
I just start to move further away from the entrance, walk away, because I hear the footsteps coming closer to me.
Okay. Okay. Yep, that's it. So, a few hours of, well, what do you want to do, Gordon?
I go over to Moko,
Mm-hmm.
and I ask him, "What happened, Moko? What's going on?"
Fight's over.
Fight. See, that dwarf challenged you over there.
Yeah.
No weapons, no nothing, just fist.
Just fists.
I heard him accuse you of cheating. How did you cheat?
There was no cheating. He just felt the wrath of my fist, and he caught these hands, and he
Yeah,
chickened off.
I give him a pound for that. You just earned Gardane inspiration. Just know that. So Marco, can I speak to you in private?
Sure.
Like we found like a nice little corner far away from anybody, especially eavesdroppers.
Okay.
Do you being Dragonborn, I always hate to ask you this. Do you know of the presence of other dragons? Would you?
No.
I overheard the king arguing with someone, Thorin, and he mentioned
Thorin.
some Thoran.
Yeah.
Sorry, Thoran, and he mentioned something about a white dragon in the area and feeding time. Does this almost ring a bell to you, like from home? You know what I mean? From
Uh,
our home country, that ancient as fucker.
I don't. I can't recall.
Our games, Mr. DM, sir. What I'm trying to refer to Moko is like, no, the fact that we would know the oldest fuck dragon,
Mhm.
and like, that being under the rule of a dragon. That's what I'm trying to refer to.
You got to be a little more specific about
Got you.
what you're trying to figure out here.
So I just look at Moko and just like,
No, I'm asking for you to
oh,
be more specific to me so that I
sorry.
understand what you're saying.
Oh, like, would Moko know would we know any of his children? I'm assuming this dragon came from the old dragon. Like, this is one of his children?
No, no,
No?
because
Okay.
the ancient as fuck Jurgen is he's an ancient red.
Ah,
This one is a white.
ooh. Just look at Moko like, apparently there's a white dragon that they feed.
Um, How do you know this?
I overheard the king talking to the gentleman who stormed out from his throne room.
They're
It sounds like trouble is coming our way.
more business with dragons.
Oh, I hate dragons. No offense, Moko.
I'm a dragonborn, not a dragon.
Well
Don't
put,
be
Seems
sir.
like
racist.
seems like all we do is go inside dungeons and fight dragons. What type of game is this?
I don't know. It's a very twisted one. And I look up to the sky. A very twisted game.
So what do you think we should do?
Samuel Jackson. I'm sick of this goddamn motherfucking dragons in motherfucking dungeons. I don't know, but I think we should let Celeste and Kane know what's going on.
Yeah, let's go get him.
Oh boy. Can a guy just come back from the dead in peace?
No.
And we go find Kane and Celeste to inform them.
Okay. Celeste, where would you be after the fight?
Probably go over and hang out with Kane.
Okay. So then, in that case, you guys know exactly where to find King. You just so happen to also run into Celeste also.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
As you guys walk
Feeling good.
into the bar area, however, you've got some eyes on you.
Have you ever
They're
had the
watching that
feeling?
sexy ass.
What?
They're
Huh?
watching that sexy ass.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
I look at. Do we notice it? We don't have to roll for that, right? Do we just straight up notice it?
I mean, it's fairly obvious because you guys had to walk by them. It's the Broombeck soldiers.
Hmm.
Needless to say, the soldiers and the chief of the clan have two very different attitudes.
I look at them like, what you looking at?
The the one that was fighting Moko, Aramor, he just he just smirks and says, "Nothing, shorty. Go back to what you're doing."
I just like grill him. Okay, shorty. Whatever you say, I just walked away from him.
He stands up, and he's the tallest possible height that a dwarf can be. He's also
5 feet.
very, very brolic. Some might even call him barbaric.
Aw, snaps.
Get out of here.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
You just see me put on like some sunshades, take out my little blind walking stick, and just start tapping on the floor. Shorty! Where you at? I just like, holy shit. Are you sure you're a dwarf? I say that to him.
Oh, do you?
Yep.
I don't know. Ask your mother.
Oh.
Just look him straight in the eyes and say, "My mom's dead."
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Yeah.
It was so dark.
Oh, it's the best way to make people feel uncomfortable, though. Especially cunts like that.
I feel like Steve. No, I know Steve. You have a evil comeback for that. It won't work. It won't work.
Steve, what have you done to this poor boy?
A lot.
Oh no.
Out of game. I'll tell you everything when the session ends. Oh god. I just look like my mama. Okay. You talking about mama? I start walking back and forth, clapping my head. You talking about my mama?
So stupid. Anyway, what do you? So he sits back down and he actually feels so confident that he like sits back down with his back to you guys.
After seeing that mama comment?
Did Kane hear all of this?
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how drunk is Kane?
Roll a d10.
Oh, snaps.
I need to actually find one now. That's a 10.
Oh god.
Oh, she's shit-faced. Like one eye is open, the other one's closed. Like, swaying back and forth.
Kane hears this and just kind of swivels around with like a tankard in hand and will just yeet it and launch it at the back of his head.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Roll a ranged attack at disadvantage.
Okay. That is what am I doing?
Ranged at disadvantage. For several reasons.
For several reasons. That is a 18.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
One was a 15, one was an 11.
Mhm.
And they were +7.
Yeah. It. You know what? I'll even let you describe it like hitting the back of his head. It can. I'll allow it to be either metal or glass. Your choice.
Okay. So you just see Kane just hear this. You fucking okay. And just kind of rolls her shoulders, takes the tankard that she's about to drink and kind of looks at it, looks at the back of his head. Bastard.
You see,
and then,
see like 3 of them. You see 3 heads.
I see 3 of him.
Throw
And
it at the middle.
She's like, she does the thing where you aim it. Like, she's trying to aim it, but her hand is like rotating in a circle because the heads are just moving. And she just launches this metal tankard, and it goes flying through the air, filled with whatever substance it was filled with. Ting, 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 hitting him in the back of the head. Want to say that again?
He stands back up.
Come over here.
He stands back up, and like the other 3 that are with him also stand back up.
Ooh, so scary.
I mean, stand up, not back up, but stand up.
Well, the Rose lady, please stand up.
Oh God!
They all start walking towards you.
Hello.
Aramore is literally winding up for a punch at at Gardain, sorry.
Gardain?
Yeah. He's winding up for a punch at Gardain.
Boy! It was me! Bastard.
He knows. Because the other 3 are also charging towards you 3.
Trouble.
Wait. Where am I?
Before he does get to hit you, and they even get close to you guys, a very loud, and you can hear in the voice, powerful Dwarven voice calls, Oi, Broombecks. And they stop in their tracks.
Oh, Daddy's calling you.
Gardain, you recognize this as Thorum's voice. You still haven't obviously seen him yet, but yeah, you recognize the voice. Everyone else, I mean, you heard his tone. You haven't really been able to understand him up to this point, but you definitely also recognize the voice as well. And they turn around and see him. He says, "What did I tell you about fighting these dwarves and their companions? We're here to be friendly, not to try and fight everyone that you can find. Sit your arses down."
Yeah, sit your asses down.
And Thorum looks at Gardain, leans in. Control your horror.
Yo, as soon as he leans in, uppercut.
Oh my god.
Wait.
Just the person who still has freaking exhaustion.
He leans in. There was a little bit of noise going on. He leans in and says, "Control your whore."
How
Now do you
low
hear him?
does he say that? Because I
Yeah,
have a really high passive perception.
Loud enough.
I uppercut him even before Kane can say or do anything. Like, who you calling
Kane
a whore?
is making her
Boom!
way over.
Celeste is standing back, but she's watching intently.
Yo, Steve, I call that uppercut him.
Go ahead.
Uppercut! What do you need me to roll, sir?
That's a strength, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Strength attack. Strength-based attack.
Oh, 18 plus 3, 21, blackjack.
So that's going to be 1 plus your strength modifier.
4.
And you catch him right under the jaw. His teeth clap together. And yeah, like you just boom, and he like kind of takes the hit. He wasn't raging, so it's a full 4 points of damage.
Mm.
And I look at him like, you ever call a whore again, I'll fucking kill you.
Wait. It gets better.
Ooh.
It gets better. He takes the hit right in the jaw, and because of the fact that he's not raging, he takes full damage and he goes out like a light.
Yeah, boy.
Kane will stand beside Gardain and just kind of pat him on the head, but she's missing. Like each time.
She's patting one of the other two heads.
Yeah, she's patting one of the other two heads before she just kneels down and immediately spits in the guy's face and starts looting his body.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Thorum walks over and says, I'm sorry about my second, but I'll have to ask you not to go through his pockets. I'll let you finish in that one. And you find an emerald worth 50 gold.
Hey.
Look at this. Who's the whore now, you fucking... And then she like mumbles and staggers upwards and just waves a dismissive hand and goes back to the bar with the emerald.
Yeah.
Can I do like a lesser restoration on her just to sober her up a little bit, like cure her poison?
No, don't sober me up.
Guardian thinks about it, is like, no, she let her walk off her emerald, and I just lean down to the guy who's knocked out. I lean down to the guy who I knocked out, and I whisper his like unconscious ear, "If you ever threaten any one of my partners or say anything bad to them, I'll fucking kill you." And stand up. I look at Thorum.
Thorum kind of smiles and says, he definitely deserved that.
Thank you for being understanding of that. I'm sorry I knocked out your second command. He's very disrespectful to my drunken friend.
I understand. He's always been a mouthy feller. Yeah, he's always been a mouthy feller. He's a troublemaker, this one, but he's got a strong will. That's why I respect him. He doesn't always agree with my points of view, but he keeps the family running. And that helps us out a lot.
And who might you be?
I'm Thorum Brumbeck, one of the 5 families of Creighton.
I reach out to give him a warrior's handshake.
Do I hear that?
Yeah. Yep.
She's just immediately gonna glare at them.
He reaches out and gives you a returned warrior's handshake.
I'm Gardain Iron Fist. Nice to meet you.
Well meant to you as well.
And I kind of like pull him towards me. Your comrades,
The other 3 guards drag Aramore away from you guys as the chief stays there talking to you guys.
I just like kind of lean in and whisper to him. I'd watch out for your men, my teammates, especially the females. They'll kick your ass in a heartbeat.
Hell yeah!
God damn it!
That wasn't in character. That was out of character.
I kind of wish it was in character because that would have been hilarious.
I don't disagree with that. If anything, and he kind of glances back at them, says, I might close my eyes and wait for the cue to open my eyes again. If you catch me drift.
I just give him a smile. So let's hear this.
Do I hear that?
Yeah, you guys are standing right there. He's talking loud. Jesus.
All right.
I look at Celeste. Like, Celeste, what do you want to do?
What do you mean, what do I want to do?
The fellow said he'll close his eyes and he won't see or hear nothing until someone tells him to open his eyes.
Okay. Does he have his eyes closed?
I mean, not right now. I've only just met you. I don't know any of your other friends' names.
Oh yes, introductions.
Ooh.
And
Jesus.
who might you be, milady?
Me?
Of course.
She kind of leans in.
What's it to you?
Aren't you just an adorable little lass?
I know who you are, and I don't like you guys. You should go back
Why?
to because you're part of them. You've probably worked with the others too.
Are you meaning the 5 families?
Exactly.
Hmm.
I don't like y'all.
He kind of leans down to your face and smiles. Says, "Would you like to know a secret?"
Right as he says secret,
Mm-hmm.
she's going to cast Zone of Truth.
Damn.
Bang
I
bang.
need a charisma saving throw.
Okay. What's the DC?
14.
Yeah. No, he passes.
Damn it. He knows that I cast a spell on him now.
That's okay. He says, "I respect that you're a careful lass, but I'll still tell you the secret anyway. I don't like them either."
Can you beat them up for me?
Twinsies.
They tried to steal my friend.
We've been trying for a long time.
Try harder.
I will. My family is one of the good ones. There's only 2 families that are trustworthy of the five.
And which two would that be?
Well, mine, of course, and mine and the humans, the summoners.
So the Salvatore you don't like, right?
No one likes the Salvatores.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I mean, thank the gods. Haha.
Yeah, aye. No one likes the Salvatores. The Yelkus and hold on. The Yelkus and the Yelkus and the Vinlana. They work with them. They're elven families. But even though they live longer, there's no one really stronger than the Salvatores.
I want to kill each and every one of them.
Who's that? Kill each and every one of who?
The Salvatore.
Oh. Why?
I have my reasons.
Fine. I won't ask any more questions. Your reasons are your own.
Thank you.
Now,
I respect that you respect my privacy.
Guardian looks at Celeste, like, it thinks his head. She's hanged out way too much with Kane.
well,
Maybe.
then he reaches out his hand once again, says, and let's try this again. Who are you? My name is Thorum Broombrick.
She takes his hand.
Celeste. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you too. And he like takes your hand and kisses your knuckle.
She blushes a little.
So, you know what's going on outside of this city, right?
Of which city?
I'm thinking. What do you know about Cheyenne? The city's over there.
I mean, we do business on that side of the world.
And?
And I mean, what's it to you?
Just wondering what's going on over there.
Well, let's see. Where? Cheyenne. Huh. Well, there's not much happening in Strathmore. The grotto, I believe the halflings are still partying as hard as they usually do. And yes. Kidam. Well, what isn't happening over there in that crazy city?
That the families over in that city are just too strong.
Aye. How do you know about that place?
I study a lot about the world.
Study.
Mm-hmm.
Studies are good.
Mm-hmm. Do you study?
I read from time to time.
I like to look up at the stars. They're
Gotta
pretty.
keep. He points at his head and his forehead. Says, "Gotta keep myself strong."
Hell yeah.
Notice. You also notice, like when he says strong, he doesn't flex or anything. He considers the strength of knowledge.
So, what? Well, no, I'm not going to ask you that. I don't know you well enough.
Fine. And he I don't mean to be rude, but I'd like to meet your other friends.
Oh, well,
Is that all right with you, little lady?
I'll be keeping a close eye on you. But
Oh,
go
please do.
ahead.
Please do. I don't want to offend clearly the strongest member of this group.
You got
And
that
he,
right.
And he gives you a wink.
She smiles.
He
Now I
goes
gotta go
over,
fight in the pits.
I'm kidding. No, that's a bad idea.
and he goes over to Moko. Says, "Well met."
Moko extends his hand and gives him a handshake.
And what's your name?
You may call me Moko.
Well, that's nice to meet you. You may call me Thorum.
Thor. Well met.
Well met to you as well. And who's your drunk friend?
Oh, that's Kane. Talking about Kane, right?
Yeah.
Kane is in the process of drunkily singing to herself.
Yeah,
None of the words are actual lyrics. It's just, yeah. It's a whole bunch. It's like mumble rap, but sea shanties.
Oh my.
Plus gets out her
the
violin
sea
and plays
shanty of mumble rap.
It like gives like a nice beat with her violin.
Sorry.
Like
Anyways.
she's beatboxing and playing
Hell
violin.
yeah.
Rebecca cannot beatbox, however. So
I like to imagine that Celeste is doing the exact same thing though.
Yeah.
And it's adorable. She has like little shades on and she has the violin out. She's like
Gardain starts doing the robot as they do like pop lock it. He starts to pop and lock it.
Amazing. Amazing.
He says, your friend, she's a good singer. That one.
Yeah, she's had plenty of practice.
He says, yeah, there's a few dwarves. There's a few dwarves at the Broombeck complex that they can't really hold their liquor too well either. They like to sing very similar to your friend.
do I hear this? Or am I
yeah.
still busy beatboxing?
I think
Am I still busy beatboxing? Hell yeah.
If I hear this, I would probably be like, well, I'm better at playing violin than this. I just picked it up recently.
Oh, I enjoy violin.
I can play something for you.
Please.
What kind of music do you
Just
like?
fuck already. I mean, what?
What? Kane!
What?
Jesus, you made me drop my phone.
She's drunk. It's okay.
Just fuck already.
He says, please play something.
Okay. Do you want me to actually play something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Preferably the song that you wrote for Garden.
Okay. I wrote this song for my friend Gardain because he died. And it was really sad.
I take a seat like right,
Way
like
to
almost
bring
in front
down
of
the
her.
mood. Yeah.
Ta-da!
Fuck.
And
Guardian
she
just
kind of
starts.
gives a bow.
And
I stand up. Yeah, encore, encore.
Jardine!
Thorum starts to clap as well. He says, "That was very good."
Thank you.
And he says, I'll leave you to your little get together here, and I'll go take care of him." And he kind of like nods his head over towards the to the dwarf that's still on the ground.
Ha.
And
As they drag him out, I say, "You better check yourself before you wreck yourself."
check
Amen.
yourself before you wreck yourself. I said you check yourself before you wreck yourself. Anyway, I think that's a good place for us to call it. I would like to thank everyone that tuned in, and of course, thank you, Rebecca, for that wonderful song on your violin. I was actually really wanting to close out the what you call it, the session with that anyway. So it actually worked out just perfectly.
Hell yeah.
So, so with that, I'd like to, like I said, thank everyone that tuned in, and I, of course, have been your DM, Steve. This has been Magic and Misfits, which you can catch every Sunday at 6 Eastern. You can also catch Maiden Voyage at on Thursdays at 7 Eastern. What else? Oh, we also every once in a while have one shots with the Misfits, which you can catch if you subscribe and click the little bell icon, so that you can be notified when we go live. So yeah, do that. Like, comment, subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. And ladies and gentlemen, have a week.
Boy!
Yeah, boy, I'm back.
Boy! Your boy's back.
Hell yeah.
Put-a-gata, put-a-gata.
Boots and cats.